Dozens of college students from around the state outdoor knocking in support of the Value Them Both Amendment. The important vote is just weeks away on August 2nd. The Value Them Both constitutional amendment tries to counter a 2019 Kansas Supreme Court decision which recognized abortion as a fundamental right.
In 2019, an activist state court radically changed the Constitution of the state of Kansas, making it impossible to regulate abortion in even the simplest of ways. And now our state, unlike all of the surrounding states, we have no way to place any kind of reasonable limits on the abortion industry.
It's made Kansas one of the most liberal states in the country on abortion, an abortion access state in the middle of the country surrounded by states with strict limits on abortion, and a battleground state for both pro-life and pro-abortion advocacy groups. The divide is reflected in the race for Kansas governor. Incumbent Democratic Governor Laura Kelly recently said, "I will continue to oppose all regressive legislation which interferes with individual rights or freedoms and threatens the economic strides we've made in recent years, making Kansas a welcoming place to do business." But one of her Republican challengers, current Kansas Attorney General Derek Schmidt, says the Kansas Supreme Court got it wrong.
When our court found a right to access abortion, that is actually a higher level right in terms of legal protection than what Roe versus Wade has afforded in the federal system. They committed error that I think only the people of Kansas can correct. But what's at stake here is both the integrity of our state constitution and then, of course, obviously, the ability of Kansans at the ballot box and through their elected officials to decide what the proper state policy in terms of access to abortion should be.
In Topeka, the Kansas State House of Representatives and Senate passed the Value Them Both amendment in January with a 2/3 vote, putting it on the August 2nd ballot for voters to decide. And since February, pro-life volunteers have been training and then walking neighborhoods to educate voters about the Kansas Supreme Court ruling and the amendment, which would reverse it and enable state lawmakers to pass legislation regulating abortion. Many are college students from schools across Kansas, including Benedictine College, Kansas State, and Emporia State. They're working in teams out of field offices covering all 105 Kansas counties. The Catholic Church here says that a yes vote is critical to the defense of the life and dignity of both women and children, and not only for the state of Kansas.
I think it's going to be the first test in any state of what the voters really believe. And so I think the eyes of the nation will really be upon Kansas in this, and it will affect other states.